Silent Hill The Short Message is the first product in 12 years to release with the Silent Hill name on it, which was playable just a few minutes after it was revealed on PlayStation's State of Play 2 days ago. So naturally I thought this is very exciting news and decided to play it on the same day. Here are my thoughts. The game has a similar vibe to Resident Evil 7 reimagining, taking familiar touchpoints and reworking them into a fresh, more up-to-date wrapper. It is clear one of Konami's main goals is to update the world of Silent Hill to exist in the modern day. This doesn't just mean most of the in-game conversations happen through text messages, although they do, but it also includes inserting recent events like the COVID-19 pandemic directly into its narrative. We play the role of Anita, a teenager who is looking for her friend Maya in an abandoned apartment complex. The complex isn't in the town of Silent Hill though. It's in a fictional German city called Kettenstadt, which Google Translate says means Chains City. Unfortunately, there is little in the way of proper gameplay to support it. Your only interactions are walking and in some cases when the game decides running, and interacting with notes and books to read them. The game guides you down linear hallways within the building complex, revealing plot points through paintings, graffiti, and full motion video. You then reach a point where it loops and you're back at the start, forced to explore the same room over again, except new interactive elements and more paths to open up. You're never doing anything more than pushing on the left thumbstick and pressing X to have a read or touch of something. It's a walking simulator from before the genre developed into something more. The full motion video does at least set up some interesting scenes, particularly after about an hour of gameplay. They're not worth the time you'll need to invest to actually reach them, but going in blind, I found myself somewhat intrigued by them more than anything else. They break up the minimal gameplay nicely and set up some story explanations. The only other gameplay prompts to speak of are answering text, just pressing the X button to send pre-written replies, and chase sequences, which become increasingly frustrating the more you progress. During certain sections, and only in these areas, a monster will start hunting you down and you'll need to escape its clutches. This is pretty straightforward the first two times, but the third and final encounter, oof, it really should be a lesson in how not to do chase sequences for other developers. Seriously, that part was so frustrating at one of my big negatives of the game. In short, the game does seek meaningfulness in its narrative, telling a dark story about self-harm, bullying, and a condemned building suffering from habitual suicides amongst young girls. It's a story about how small things can build over time, how people become overwhelmed but hide their fears and frustrations from others, how just because someone looks like they have their life together, it doesn't mean they actually do. It's a story about characters and consequences, and about suicide and struggling to stay out of the spiral suicidal thoughts can bring on. I thought Silent Hill The Short Message ultimately did a good job in both its depiction and its overall message regarding the issue. It's a shame the gameplay didn't offer much on top of that. But for a free game that shows the first glimpse of what Konami is truly going to do with the franchise, Silent Hill The Short Message is absolutely worth experiencing. I hope this review was very helpful. If you found it helpful, please leave a like and subscribe for future reviews. Thank you so much for watching and see you in the next video.